But I got to speak on this Rodney Hinton Jr. case one more time. Once again, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant this brother peace for him and his family of the loss of his son, and get him the help he needs while he's going through, fighting his case for killing the officer. But I got to speak on some of our people just confuse me, man. Some of our people are really, and there's no other way to put it, house niggas. Like, they so brainwashed and controlled by their oppressors that they don't even realize how in control or how controlled they are by their oppressors. Now, when I talked about this case a day ago or 2 days ago, whenever it was, I stated that I also pray for the family for the officer's family. And I would say once again, I don't take the stance that I'm celebrating what the brother did to the officer. I'm not celebrating that. But I can see why he did what he did. That's why I sympathize with him. Because the man lost his child. These officers gunned his son down. I don't care if he did supposedly commit a crime or whatever. They shot him while he was fleeing the scene. I think he got shot like 5 times. They murdered his son, point blank, period. They murdered his son. So I can see this brother not being in his right frame of mind and taking the action that he took. But this is what kills me about our people and the ones that I'm referring to as house niggas, about not knowing how controlled they are by their oppressors in the system. So, of course, it's been a lot of support for this brother from the black community, which it should be. But you got house niggas on there talking about nah, man, he was wrong because he didn't get the specific officer that killed his son. Like, niggas kill me. When this country, the American country, the country that I'm a part of, when we go to war with other countries and other nations, a lot of innocent people get killed. And America chalks it up as casualties of war. Point blank, period. It's unfortunate that those people got killed, but they say, hey, those are just casualties of war. We weren't there to hurt them. We were there looking for a specific person. We couldn't find him. These people are his allies. So, we had to do what we had to do. Even when I used to be gangbanging in the streets, when we used to be gangbanging in the streets, if something happened to one of our people and we was going after the opposition, oftentimes people that were associated specific person that killed his son, he don't deserve our support. It's the weakest argument that anybody could make. To me, niggas is just straight house niggas and just don't want to stand with their people. Point blank, period. I mean, that is the most asinine argument that a person could make because he didn't get the specific person. Man, white racist police officers kill innocent black people all the time. Period. When they come in our neighborhoods, they don't just harass a specific person. They harass who's ever in the community or who's ever associated with that person. They lump us all in one category. It's not like they like, oh yeah, well, we looking for Ray, so we gonna take it easy on everybody else until we specifically find Ray. Man, they harass everybody that's connected to you. Your brother, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle. Man, I'm so tired of weak niggas, man. Like, you don't have to support the brother. You don't have to agree with what he did. We all have that's your choice. But learn how to shut the hell up. Niggas just be so scary and so brainwashed. It's sickening. He's supposed to got the specific. When they shot and killed that man's son, and they shot at however many of those young men it was, they didn't give a damn which one they hit. His son was just the one that they happened to hit. All this about he had a gun and all this is probably a bunch of crap, which they've been using as an excuse to kill our people for years. Hundreds and hundreds of years. So it's probably a made-up story anyway. But you think that they were saying, oh yeah, when we shoot, we just gonna hit the one that we think got the gun. Hell no. They were shooting at every one of them. And his son was just the one that happened to get it. So you niggas need to shut up. If you don't support the man, don't support him. That's your right. But shut up with all this dumb stuff about, oh, he didn't get the specific person that killed his son. Man, when you at war, in which in his mind, I'm sure he was at war with the whole police department, man, you get who you can. And once again, I'm not saying that I'm happy that that officer lost his life. That's not the point. But I will stand on what I said in the first video I dropped. The judicial system got that man killed because the system is corrupt. And when a system is corrupt, there are casualties of war. Just like when we go over to other countries or even in our own country. When the police come to stop a gang violence or whatever, they don't just come to say, oh, we got to get one specific person. They kill whoever. Look at Fred Hampton Sr. For those of you that don't know who he is, he was the head of the Black Panther Party in Chicago. When they kicked in that door and killed Fred Hampton, they tried to kill everybody in there. And he wasn't even guilty of nothing, except standing up for our people's rights. But they didn't kick in the door and say, oh, we going to specifically get Fred Hampton. They shot everybody in the room that they could see. They tried to kill the women and all. And his wife at the time was pregnant with their child. They didn't care. Nothing about that. So I don't want to hear this dumb stuff about Rodney Hinton Jr. should have got the specific person that killed his son. You niggas sound stupid. And y'all need to shut up. That's all I wanted to say. Assalamu alaikum. Everybody have a great day.